So this is a very simple demonstration. When I press the A button, I want the lights to come on in sequence, and when I press the B button, I want them to all go off. So we're going to use a for loop for this, and let's see how. So we're going to use makecode.adafruit.com. There's a wonderful editor here that allows us to build our program. And again, like I said, I wanted to press the A button, so I'm going to click on button A. So on button A, click, I want to run through a loop, specifically a for loop. So let me drag that and put that in here. And it says for index from 0 to 4. So index is an iterative variable. It basically counts the number of times we go through this loop, and it'll execute whatever we put in this loop. So why don't I go in here to light and set pixel color at 0 to red. So that means, the way this loop is written so far, that it's going to go through this loop 5 times from 0 to 4. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 5 times. And each time is going to set pixel color at 0 to red. It's not a very good or interesting program. So what I'd like to do is grab this variable index, the same one that's in my for loop, and say basically each time you go through here, so the first time you go through here where index's value is 0, I'd like you to have it set pixel color at 0 to red. The next time we go through the loop where index's value is 1, it's going to set pixel at 1 to red, and so on. And we're going to put a little pause in here to make that happen not quite so quick. And the other thing we're going to do is we're going to change this 4 to a 9. And that's because there are a total of 10 neopixels on this device. And the counting starts at 0. So 0 to 9 means we're going to go through this 10 times. Now, the other thing I want to do is make it so that when button B is clicked, it goes clear. So I'm going to bring this button A down here, and you notice that's grayed out because it looks like we're trying to have button A do 2 things, which we don't really like. And I'll go to light here and grab clear and stick it in there. So now this is my program. When button A is clicked, the lights are going to go on sequentially, and then when button B is clicked, they're going to go off. So let's see. Press A, they go on sequentially, just like I hoped. And when I press B, they all go off. Again, A, they go on sequentially, and B, they go off. In the next segment, we'll see why does this work the way it does. So why does this work? Well, when I press button A, index is going to have a value of 0 when the first time we go through this loop. And it's going to go up by an integer value of 1 every time we go through the loop. So for the first value of 0, the pixel, the neopixel, at 0, the very first neopixel, we turn to red. And then it's going to pause 100 milliseconds. And then we've done everything inside this loop. So we go back again, where index's value becomes 1. And when it becomes 1, the pixel at 1 will be turned to red. So that is the pixel next to the one we just did. So it turns on and becomes red, and we're going to wait for 100 milliseconds. We're going to do it again for index 2. So this will be the third light going on. And pause for 100 milliseconds. We do the same thing for index 3. So the color at pixel 3 is changed to red. We pause for 100 milliseconds, and so on. So this goes on for a while until we get all the way up to index equals to 9. So that is the end of what we can do. So for index 9, which is still within this range from 0 to 9, which includes 9, we're going to set the pixel color at 9 to red. We'll pause 100 milliseconds. Now the index value is 10. Well, that is not in this range from 0 to 9. So it kicks us out of the loop, and we have exited the loop. So at this point, the loop is done doing what it needs to do, and all the lights are on.